Okay, this is our dynamic flexibility warm-up. First, we're going to have the athlete foam roll. We're going to roll the lats first. Finding any pressure points. Typically 1 to 2 minutes, both sides. Dependent on the athlete, you can go 1 to 2 minutes. Definitely targeting both sides. Then we want to go into the quad. Good. Good range of motion down by the knee and all the way up into the hip extenders. We can either make it a little more difficult by using one leg, getting a little more weight on there. Then we'll flip over and do the calves. Good. One leg on top of the other. And again, you want to do both legs 1 to 2 minutes just to warm up the parts that we're about to work. We'll do that just one time at the beginning of the warm-up. Then we'll go into our stretches. The first one is the prison squat. We're going to do 10. Weight in the back of the heels, knees driven out, trying to keep that back straight. Good. From there, then, we'll move over to the wall push-up. We'll do 8 of these, getting a good full range of motion. Good. Back down, we're going to do some T mobility, some thoracic mobility. We got one arm coming down into the opposite knee, and then going back up, trying to reach the ceiling. Really turn and get a good stretch in that. There you go. Good. We would do 10 of those. Then we would switch, do 10 on the other side. Make sure you look up at the ceiling. Get a good stretch in that thoracic column. Good. From there, we would move on to the monster walk. So we need a band. We're going to put the band around the ankles. Pull the legs apart so that there's good tension on the band. We're going to take 10 steps forward, 10 steps back. Good. Really focusing on the glutes here. Then we're going to do lateral. So we'll turn to the side. We'll take good lateral steps, nice controlled movements, fighting against the resistance of the band. Coming back then, 10 as well. Good. Now that we got some blood pumping to the hips and to the glutes, we're going to come over here and do some leg swings. First, we'll go side to side. Getting good extension, good range of motion. And we'll switch and do the other side. Of course, we're doing 10 reps each way. Then we would go front to back. Trying to get a good high kick each time. A little higher as we feel that muscle loosening up. Good. We'll do 10 of those, 10 of the other side. Nice. Okay. Then we'll move into a variation of the iron cross. So we'll start out in that position. Again, trying to stretch the thoracic column area. We're going to open up. Good. Feet stay firm on the ground. The only movement should be in the trunk and in the shoulders. The head following the pattern of the arm. We would do 10 of those, and then we would flip over to the other side. We're going to do a set of 10 reps on this side. Now, for the sake of time, I won't have her, not having her go through the full set range, but just showing you the movement. So now we'll stand. We're going to do arm circles, front to back, 8, nice and controlled, not too fast, trying to use our muscles to propel us through a good range of motion, and reverse. Good, again, we would do 8 to 10 of these, depending on the flexibility needs of the athlete. And then finally, we'll do arm raises. I'm going to go straight up. Good. Try not to work any rotation here. Just getting a good flexion of the shoulder. A good stretch. Good. And we would do 10 each arm. Now we do want to repeat this these dynamic stretches one more time. So we would go back into our prison squat with no rest in between. Make sure on the way up you're squeezing your glutes. There you go. And then move into the wall, push up the upper arm mobility, and just repeat that same pattern for a second set.